Okay. So, remember what I told you about when we tried out the Platinum Legend of Korra game and how they had like no time to make it?
Yeah.
All right, so what if you gave that same no time to make it to a studio that made the Legacy of Goku Dragon Ball Z games for the Game Boy Advance?
Um. Well, they may have less time, but did they have more? I don't know. I would call it encouragement or interest, but it's a licensed game. I don't know how many people actually like making the licensed games.
When it pays well and they give proper time to work on
Mm,
it, usually.
for 3DS.
3DS.
Mm,
So
I
they were
don't know.
probably given just about as much, if not less, time. So this was the companion game to the Legend of Korra. I don't remember if it had a subtitle. The Platinum version that came out on the 360, PS3, and later the PS4 and Xbone. Right. So
Okay. This one came first or second?
they came out about the
At the same
same
time.
time, if not the same fucking day.
Hmm.
So we're gonna
What
watch
a
this intro. You have already
what a weird purse
been
for market.
approached by this. You've seen this intro. Look
Oh
how
yeah.
fucking low budget it is.
Yeah. Look at that. Try to attempt the importing
Holy
they could.
shit. Like, we have both seen some decent
Yeah.
work with the 3DS, especially when things were drawn and they had time. They had no time for this.
Gotta slide those things everywhere.
Just
Dun dun.
just keyframe them. Just
Let's
start them
do
from
it.
the top, go to the end.
And that was worthless. Let's go in.
All right. So we're going to
What was that about?
okay, so I want you to see what we have here. We have start chapter, we have team, and we have shop.
Okay,
I
and
want you-
sparring, but that's
I'm
not
not
right
gonna
out yet.
click anything right now except start
Yeah.
chapter.
Okay.
When you think of Legend of Korra, what kind of game do you think of?
Let's really go out there. Puzzler.
Puzzler. Okay.
Yeah, let's go out there.
Day
Normally
one
we
of
action,
our
but we
very
we always
special-
saw with the action game, but that was Platinums.
That was Platinums, and it was a pretty
Right. So it's got to be
Platinum
something
game.
completely different. So it's gonna be what's the generic? What's the first one? It was like the block puzzles where you switch them around. What's the first one that it's all copies of in this day and age?
Tetris, really.
Well, not Tetris, but I mean, like combo maker and stuff like that. Like not like Bubble Bobble, not Bubble, something different.
One of those.
Like, those classic where you just switch them around and that's pretty much it.
Fuck.
Like there's definitely the first one, and that's kind of what you name it after. Like Puzzle Quest, Puzzle Blast, and stuff like that.
I don't think it was Puyo Puyo. I think it was
don't
one
think
right
so.
before. I think Puyo Puyo perfected the formula like Tetris did.
Okay.
But I don't think. I think there was one more, and it probably had a stupid ass name. Probably something from
More
Atari.
likely. Let's just go Puyo Puyo then. Right?
Yeah.
Anyways, Puyo Puyo. That's the puzzle they would go with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it. Platformer? Let's see.
Yeah.
A
Primary
third person
objective.
shooter, that weird though.
Defeat Mako. All right.
Okay.
So take a
There
look at
it
this.
is.
To move a
That's
unit,
the other
place the
option,
cursor
too.
over a friendly
I was thinking
unit
Fire
on the
Emblem, I didn't
map,
say
press
it.
A.
I should have said it.
All right, so it's just Fire Emblem Awakening because at this time,
Oh, but also
Awakening
in
was
just
out.
small grid.
It's just Fire Emblem Awakening.
Okay.
But hold on, it gets better. After unit
Ooh.
moves, the action menu will appear. Choose abilities will allow you to attack allies and heal.
Okay. Your abilities.
So she's
right?
got, of course, one of every element
This is weird, but okay.
because it takes place after season 2. Same.
Okay.
It takes place in the same spot. Why can I not use that? Stone kick, maybe. Okay. What the fuck?
Mhm. Is there like a different okay?
Okay, so I guess these two are close range, and these are my ranged attacks, noted by that tiny fucking R.
Ah, yes.
So I'm gonna cast Air Flurry. Now we have hit
Ah.
points and defense points. I have 100% chance to hit. he can't counter because he doesn't have the range. This is just Fire Emblem. But wait for it.
Got it. Here we go.
There's
Into
animations.
the battle. Yeah. Yeah.
And they're fucking awful.
Well, okay. There's definitely some reason with this very, very old 3DS that we're playing on. Clearly, it has some issues playing games sometimes. But other than that, though, the very basic bloop bloop bloop. They did the move. Probably unnecessary, honestly enough.
All right, so we can use shields to block, and I guess they prevent damage.
Just going based off it, I would actually assume that they went, we need a game. What's a game? Fire Emblem. Copy it.
Quite literally.
And that's kind of it.
God, that looks terrible.
I know. It looks terrible for other reasons too, but yes. In fact, it's having some problems running it because it's all 3DS. That my recording thinks it's an encoding error.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah. It thinks it's the computer's chugging rather than it actually isn't. Like it's having issues.
All right, I forgot about that one. How terrible that looks. All right, let me put.
You can back to Islam's part to influence. He's exploring on the map. So that was it. That was the first chapter, I assume.
That was
just
the first
practice.
fight.
That sound chip didn't do too well.
Oh no, this sound chip sounds fucking terrible.
Yeah. That's something I remember.
Later that night.
So
we don't actually play that pro bending match. They just kind of do it. First, Korra defeats a giant spirit monster. Then she defeats the buzzard wasp. But will her team have enough water in the tank to take out the wolf bats? We'll find out next week.
Whoa. We did just fight Marco. I don't know how that works out that way, but okay.
Okay, so Dark Alley is our next spot. Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't you love it? The movement.
Oh, it's great.
They're walking.
You remember Flash animation? I know it hasn't been that long, but you remember Flash animation?
For sure. Oh, that was it. That was all the context we get.
That was all the context we get. They're gang members.
Okay.
It's fine. Keep all allies from fainting. All allies keep at least one shield. Criticals and counters.
Oh man.
It's just Fire Emblem.
Are those trash cans actual obstacles, or can you destroy them and do something with them?
I don't know if we could do anything with them. I think they just count as a obstacle, so you can shoot around them.
Oh, okay.
Like your classic archer. You can't shoot here, but you can shoot here. So if I sit back here, I can't be touched. Shit.
Okay.
Fucking. It's.
They really
fucking.
They really had to make sure they had a sound effect for you moving on the script base.
Of course. How would you know you were moving if you didn't hear it?
Every time. Same sound effect. Man, I can't remember what Advance was.
You will solely be disappointed, my friend.
Oh no, I'm excited for Advance Wars, not for this.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah.
What is happening?
Yeah. I know he's stabbing him with those fire daggers they make.
Textures look a lot less up there. Wonder if that had to do with my my settings on this old 3DS.
3DS, yeah.
Here.
It could be.
Pause one more time and see. All right. Back in it.
Okay.
I can put Korra here.
I'm excited for Advance Wars. God, I wanted that kick for a long time now.
All right, so what should we do for Advance Wars? Should we wait until the new one comes out, or should we try to do something?
Well, the new one's the new one.
Boy?
It's the remake, I think, of the first game.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, should we wait for the new one to come out and then do a video on it, or should we go back and do at least some of the GBA one? Because I've never actually sat down and played Advance Wars.
Either way would be fine. Getting to see what the new stuff is like and definitely see what the differences could be neat. But it looks like they're trying to stay faithful to it.
Oh yeah, for
and
sure.
it seems like they recreated it, so it might not be too big of a difference. If anything, these might wait for the Switch one. But I am saying though that what did he?
I think
that was him making a rock fist. He looked at it. Oh, he did the backflip. these models could be Superman 64, and I wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Oh, this game is so bad.
I mean, there's no real clear thing you could. I mean, if you want to go through the original, that'd be fun. We'll just play it and check it out. Get the feel for the classic stuff. I want to see the new one might have voice acting though.
It might.
That could be something neat.
I know they revamped all the visuals.
Yeah.
Because of course, but they like revamped all the visuals. Like everything's animated and bouncy and looked really neat. But yeah,
I would say it might not be a bad idea to play the first one just to get a feel for the original art style as well. Like it's simple and it's very, you can tell it's the first game and they made the dodge.
Yeah, it was a terrible dodge.
Yeah, you could tell that it was made for like the first game. It was kind of what they were doing, testing out stuff. Well, not first game actually. Technically, that was the first I think was on the SNES or NES, something like that.
Yeah, well, they called it what, Nintendo Wars or something like that.
Yeah, Famicom Wars, the first ones, I believe.
Oh, do I not have enough?
But then they had the
power?
Advanced Wars. It made Advanced Wars because it was for the advanced. But I think that was also the first time they ported over to the States.
Yeah.
So that's why it was called that. But I think like Japan it was probably like Famicom Wars 3 or 2 or something like that.
I forgot what they called it.
It's like there's supposed to be an animation of him making the fist.
I think there's supposed to be an animation of him making it, but because this game is bad, there's no animation for it.
And then back to that full health. That's it.
Because I'm fairly certain that has nothing to do with how bad my my 3DS is. I'm pretty sure that's just the game being terrible.
It's possible. Yeah, I assume though if you're gonna play, as far as gameplay goes, I doubt there's any difference between the first and the remake. It's probably if you're looking for which one to play, I'm gonna assume without knowing anything about how they're doing it too well and just kind of based off the trailers kind of look similar. I'm gonna assume that you won't get a difference in gameplay and you'll pretty much get the same enjoyment out of the remake, if not better.
Oh no, yeah, no, for sure. I meant for like the channel.
I'm excited for that.
Should we just wait and do that all the way in December, or should we like bite the bullet?
It might be a nice thing to just kind of check it out.
I got that on.
You could do
one of my. I got that somewhere. We could probably play that.
We can go for it. I will say they can get a little harder later.
Oh, I'm sure.
And a bit unfair. And I would like to see, because there's the first one which we got Advanced Wars stuff, but then there was the Advanced Wars 2. I don't know if there's a third. I can't remember that for sure or not there, but there was a second one.
I know there was 2 on the GBA, and then there was one they made for the DS. The DS one,
right?
To my knowledge,
that was a different one though. No, but there's 2 in the DS.
Was there 2 on the
First,
DS?
there was the Advanced Wars 1, which is what we got. Then there was Advanced Wars 2, which was a little bit later after 1 at some point. Story continues. God, that sound chip really could use some work. I got a new sound chip. I gotta fix that 3DS sometime. Anyways, then it got the DS release for Dual Strike, which was the first DS game they had. It was good, nothing problems. It was kind of unique because you got 2 Co's, which is like your leader, which is basically who you pick at the start of the game, and they give little special powers throughout the game for you. Like your recon units are a little stronger, or your infantry can capture faster, like the enemy HQ and stuff, and you can win in certain ways that way, or you get a little bit more money per turn. Like they give a little bonus to your abilities, and some are overpowered like bullshit stuff, but hey, it's what it was. And then there was another DS one called Days of Ruin, and that one, though good, people didn't like because it was completely different from the other ones in not so much gameplay, though it did kind of reset the gameplay balance a bit more, but more so in tone. Where Advanced Wars was, I don't know what the right term for it is, but I won't say happy-go-lucky war, but kind of. Cartoonist war, I would say. Where you fight against the other, I guess, groups, but not because you actually hate them or because it's actually... Oh, it's the same story, huh?
Oh, creepy old guy alert. Yeah, no, it's the same story. It's just told a little differently.
Okay.
Like in the original, we got kidnapped and fucked up, but in this one, we're with our gang.
Man, they really just kind of did it, huh?
Their sidekicks in your movers? Yeah.
This might as well be a phone game, honestly. This feels like something they would release now just as a money-grabbing thing.
This was that's what this was.
I mean, yeah. But not on 3DS or DS or 3DS either. Like, just on a phone. You just throw it on a phone, right?
Well, because this was before this was around the time the big mobile phone game bullshit was going around. So Nickelodeon probably just saw a bunch of kids were buying 3DSs and was like, no, put it on the thing the kids have.
It's just out there, right? Big money. Yeah, Days of Ruin was good, but it reset the balance a bit. So there were different units, and they kind of changed out how they factored in. And it pulled away from the cartoonist war of like, we're fighting one another, but we don't really hate each other. The only real true villain is the cartoonist evil villain that came from space with a gas mask.
Okay.
Yeah, more or less. And the enemies that helped them eventually go join our side because they learned that the enemies, the people they're working with, probably don't really care about them and stuff like that. And to Days of Ruin, where death happens, commonly enough. There's a virus that I call it a virus. It's a plant that, if it gets into your system, basically slowly consumes your internals.
That's weird.
And provides itself with nutrients until it basically comes out of your orifices and you die eventually.
That's okay.
Yeah. And the planet was ravaged by meteorites that blocked out the sun, that allowed this plant to flourish as a result of it, because it died in sunlight. And that's kind of one of the big antagonistic forces, basically, is this plant. And just in general, surviving as well. But death is a thing in that one, and it went more for a grim tone. It was fine. Story was all right, nothing crazy. But that's the point. It went for a grim tone idea rather than the cartoonist war, and people didn't like that. So they kind of didn't play it or give it a shot. But it was fun. It was still good.
That sounds a little much. All things considered.
If we ever get a chance to go through those games, I would absolutely go for it.
I don't know if
they're
we'd
fun.
ever finish them, but we could definitely do a couple one-offs here and there.
It'd be tricky. I'd say if you give me your 3DS, I might go through them and see what I can do with it.
Okay. Maybe when we start
because I still have them on my DS as well, but I gotta get the old 3DS to make it work, right? So
maybe when we start our in-person visits, it'll be a little easier that way. We should be able to start doing those within the next month or so, hopefully.
Yeah. That's it. That was his.
So
I didn't even like voices either.
No, there's like nothing in this, dude. Like, this is the whole game.
Yeah, no. This is
bare minimum.
Bare bones.
They gave them the same.
This better have been like 10, 15, 20 bucks.
Oh no, I think this was a $40 cartridge, dude.
True.
I think this was a $40 cartridge. Like, the Platinum game was a digital only $20 game. That makes sense, but you know, the storefront goes down, you lose your game, and that's kind of fucked up.
Sure.
But no, this was a full-on, I think, $40 cartridge. I was lucky enough to find it for like $5 in the GameStop used games bin, but no,
it's pretty gross.
I think it was $40.
I will say it's something I was kind of annoyed at. Again, not about this game, because who cares about this game? It's just a medium. I played Patapon. I think the remake. Because I never played it on the PSP or anything like that, so I was interested in playing it on like PS4 and stuff. My biggest disappointment with the remake is they did not remake the sounds. They literally just poured them over from the PSP.
Oh, so it still had the PSP sound chip.
Dealing with, it had the PSP sound chip still, and so you're looking at the new visuals for the PS4 era, and then you hear or something similar, and it's just gross. I'm like, they could have done better.
I kind of like that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's not that bad, obviously, but it's you can hear the grain in the sound chip. Unlike this game, which you clearly hear every detail.
You hear every This game is terrible, dude. Like,
it's pretty bad.
It doesn't even matter.
Is this still the second mission? Third mission?
This is the third fight. Not counting the tutorial one with Mako.
Oh boy. All right. Is the thug like the main enemy?
So we're fighting thugs because we need to wait and start the plot. We attacked some of the mobsters, and then it was like, oh, I think we fell into a trap, and then Mr. OC villain showed up, and he was like, oh, fuck you, and then here we are.
There probably is. Is there a Avatar phone game at this point? There should be, right?
I don't know. Nickelodeon's been kind of weird, and they don't really have games. When they make games, they actually pay companies to make them. They don't really dive into the mobile.
They just license that out.
Yeah. God, this
Bit of a
is
shame.
terrible. Oh, I gotta select an upgrade.
Okay. That's the thing.
35%
Okay.
to restore 10 EP at the end of the turn. We'll do energy upgrade. We're not gonna go past much longer than this. I just really wanted you to see what this looked like because it's fucking bad.
Yeah. I'll be fair. I saw it, but I looked like within the first 5 minutes. That's why I talked about Advance Wars and Patapon for a brief moment there. And not this game.
Not much more of this is going to change either. Like this is the game.
Yeah. You change up the models for something else and you continue onward.
I think the story might be a slightly bit more interesting than the Platinum game because no fault on Platinum's part, but they're not very good at telling stories. And oh my god, that fucking dodge!
Those dodges were like, what do you expect like on a theater play?
Their storytelling isn't the best.
Yeah, God.
But also
those are trash cans.
You have
I can't believe those are trash cans.
I don't believe they're trash cans either, my friend.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna box your ass in.
It's not even like they really just didn't. There's so little work in this thing.
They probably had time. They probably got their models. They probably got the environment working, and then someone at Nick was like, "All right, game ships in like a month. What do you got?"
I wonder how much of this is something from like another game they've pulled away from too.
I wonder
if like this is already a pre-made like game style they have already.
I don't know if this company still
Engine,
exists, but
I mean, what are we doing? Watching this game? Tell me what the company is, if you remember it is.
It's Webfoot Studios, I think.
Webfoot Studios, okay.
Yeah. I don't know if this company still exists, but I do know that they were responsible for the Legacy of Goku games, and I know they were responsible for a Club Penguin game. That's about it.
Webfoot Technologies? Oh, yeah, that's right there. Front and center. Front and center on not the top banner, mind you, but just below that. Legend of Korra, Nintendo 3DS. Oh boy.
Was that their last game? Is that just their most well known?
I think that might be the last game. Let's go see history, huh? Card game pack. This was that's back in the first games they made, huh? Nope. Wait, no, they made other ones apparently. Before wait, hold on. Oh, there's a lot of slock here, though.
Oh, yeah, there's a ton of slock.
Oh, a lot of slock.
There's a lot of it. Like, I credit these guys. They know how to make stuff, and they can push a product out, but they have done a lot of licensed games with not a lot of time, and a lot of them were fucking terrible.
Well, okay. So I'm in the history section of the games, right? If I try to search for anything on the Wii, Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo DS, Game Boy Advance, or anything like that, nothing comes up. But if I search for Mac games, oh boy. Do I get them?
Do I get them?
Card game pack, lay checkers, lay chess, game room, gems and jewels, magic hat, pinball, blackjack, video poker, stuff like that.
Oh boy.
The fact that they have not updated so you could see the 3DS games and Wii games tells me they probably don't make those games. They might not have made many of those, if any more, than Korra here. Yeah.
I know
oh boy.
I know for a fact that they made some games and they had no time to make them, and they had like no say in how they were set up outside of gameplay. Like they were just. They have a lot of shit, and not a lot of it's that good.
Yeah, I'm gonna say they probably don't exist anymore. Yeah. At the very bottom of the thing, it's 1993 to 2018 Webfoot Technologies Inc. All rights reserved. presumably they have not renewed any licensings they have or namesakes.
Okay, I don't know about you.
I'm gonna go with that idea.
There's one more. We just got to the point where she meets him in the alleyway in the Platinum game, and she just got knocked out. So we're probably gonna.
Don't you
lose our
lie to me,
powers.
Webfoot. That's fair. Founded in 1993, Webfoot is now one of the most experienced game developers in the industry.
Don't you lie to me.
Webfoot's first game ran under Microsoft DOS and included such titles as Twin Block, Tronic, H2O, and Interpost.
While she's weak, she's waking up. Stop her. I'm afraid your bending is blocked, Avatar.
More recently, Webfoot expanded its development capabilities and has been creating software for popular Apple iPad and iPhone, Nintendo, or console platforms such as Nintendo Wii, DS, and Game Boy Advanced.
Korra keeps at least one shield. Defeat all enemies.
Products related include the best-selling series of hit games for Atari based on Dragon Ball Z television series. Other licensed games include Tonka Trucks, My Little Pony, Hello Kitty, Fancy Nancy, and American Girl.
Based on that type of cheat tile. Oh, so I do keep.
They're
my
dead.
team.
They're dead.
They're dead. That's okay.
They're dead. They're
That
dead.
makes
I'm just
sense.
gonna go with that. They're dead.
I would believe you.
If they exist, yeah, there. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. The last, I guess, retreat. They haven't treated anything. I assume. Yep, that's them. Was this year?
Oh, so the Twitter exists still. That's heartwarming.
Yes, this year as of June.
This year as of June. Okay.
Yeah. Before that,
God, this fucking.
yeah, they were probably porting over games for the Apple Mac Store.
They're porting games for the Mac store.
Yeah, they're porting some of the old games to the Mac.
Oh, they're old games. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly what you might expect. They may not be dead, I think, but I'm gonna say they're dead.
They're not alive in the same capacity. Okay, so where does this want me to go? That's a cheat thing that powers up my abilities.
Glory be to them to circumvent true death. Or
does it
they
want
died,
me to
and
get
that's
over
some
here?
point.
Is this the exit? That's a shitty fucking indicator for my
boy.
exit.
Oh boy.
I think.
So we got to level 4.
Yeah, this is chapter
Right.
4. This is the 4th fight.
So they said, all right, so let's really revamp it here, right, guys? Let's throw in a big map. A lot of walls, a lot of enemies. There you go, gameplay.
All right, I guess. What do I have? I have my spinning kick and my energy regen. That's it. I don't have any of my abilities. I gotta relearn them.
This Earthbender thug did not know what's going on.
Boom. That looks fucking terrible. I don't think he's smart enough to be to know what's going on.
Yeah.
And Mako, buddy.
Do you get other units? Is it just these 3 all the time?
I'm assuming in the last tutorial we just looked at, there was one that had Tenzin in it. Tenzin. I don't know if that was just for the thing or if it means we're gonna get him at some point.
Oh my god, there's each enemy. Okay, please. Oh, they're all gonna move.
They're all gonna move. Can I skip this? Can I
No.
speed this up? No.
It doesn't look like it.
Nope. All right. Cool.
I think that was Legend of Korra, honestly enough. Oh, hey, look, it's your turn.
Yeah. You know. Let's push to try to get the end of this map, but I don't think we're gonna see much more than this. It's gonna be the same.
That's a big push.
That's a big push. I'll give it a couple more turns.
That's
We kill a lot faster than I.
That's
think
I
we
ate
do.
nothing but bread for a day kind of push.
Smash target with pillar of earth, pillar. Okay, so earth, pillar of stone, stone kick or earth launch. Which one do you think?
Fucking.
It doesn't matter. I know. Let's do earth launch. This one's ranged.
What's the difference gonna be?
One's a ranged attack.
Yeah, go for the ranged one then. I want to see different animations. All I want to see. I think it's the fastest way just to go forward. Is that it?
I think
Do you have to circumvent the entire map at all? Is a point?
Think I have to. I mean, the map will make me go down in a second.
Like, what's the point of fire daggers? We just like shoot little pew with fire or something like that.
It's cool for close quarters, but can I get out?
Why not just make like a little drill thing, like find point of fire nonsense?
I think I can walk through that. So it's gonna make me walk all the way down here. So I can go all the way back up.
That's a good 10 more minutes, unfortunately. 20 minutes maybe. Not just of fighting, of just moving.
They should kill him. I can skip the animations. That's
what good.
We're gonna do.
Is there an options menu actually?
I don't know if we can get to it in here. Hold on. Yeah.
Nope, that's it.
I don't think we can
continue
get to
and quit,
it in here. Upgrade history, ability. Yeah. Because at the title screen there was a button that I could turn off the animations, but we'd have to go all the way back out. And if we go all the way back out, we're just gonna stop. So.
But this was made very quickly, and I don't know.
Do me a favor.
With the Mac, apparently.
Look how long the dev time was for this.
Okay. It's called
Legend of Korra: A New Something or Other.
Korra. New something or another. A new era begins. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's see, dev time. Just type that in, see if we get a hit.
Oh, that looks fucking awful.
Hey, a lot of damage though.
It did do a lot of damage. I think he was weak to whatever.
Okay, released 28th of October, 2014. Okay. Huh. Wow. You kidding me? Wikipedia doesn't have more than 2 paragraphs worth? I'm in shock.
Oh, wow. They didn't even bother, I see. Okay.
There's really not much information there. Okay, let's find somewhere else.
Lost a shield.
Nintendo Life. Who the fuck? Who would write an article on this?
Some poor sap that had to get that out that day.
No, no reviews.
No reviews, cool.
Okay, no reviews, okay. Join Korra and her friends to stop an ancient evil that's emerged from the portal and threatens the balance of both worlds. Original Avatar storyline penned by TV shows creators. Wield the power of all 4 elements: water, earth, fire, and air. Only the Avatar can. Take control of Korra and her friends in strategic battle spanning the world.
I fucking
beat overwhelming odds by activating the all-powerful Avatar state.
I don't even want to know what the Avatar state looks like in this.
Oh, it's $30.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't as egregious, but it's more than this is worth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine, okay, all right, so let's go back in time. This game came out, what, 2014, 2015?
2014.
That was around the same time Fire Emblem Awakening came out. Fire Emblem Awakening came out before this.
Let me look up Awakening time frame right now, too. Could we get a solid understanding of then, right?
Uh-huh.
Awakening. Release date. I misspelled it, but you know what? I found the answer anyways. April 19, 2012.
2012.
2 years before this game.
All right, so you see Fire Emblem Awakening at your local shop, right?
Yeah.
You look at the back of it. It looks pretty okay. It looks a little weird. You're not used to Fire Emblem. You slap that. You see that for $40. You slap that bad boy in your 3DS. You get this nice looking. They paid good money to make this game look as good as they could have kind of game, right?
Yeah.
All right. Next year, you get an announcement. Hey, there's gonna be a Legend of Korra game, guys. Get hyped. Get hyped. Get hyped. And you're like, oh, okay. I can play a Legend of Korra game. I like that show. I could get behind that. All right. And so. You get excited. You're getting ready to play your Legend of Korra game. You look at the back of the box. It's fucking $30. You see that it looks exactly like that Fire Emblem game you got a little beforehand.
Hell yeah.
You're like, okay.
Oh, it's gonna be sick. Okay, awesome.
Maybe this won't be so bad. Maybe I can.
I love Fire Emblem. I love Waifu Simulator. I love it all. Give it to me. Give me the Korra version now.
And you pop your game in and you get fucking this.
Mom, Dad, please get me the Korra game. It's $30. That's a bit much. No, I'll love it. I'll play it all the time. Please give it to me.
You get fucking this. You slap this in, and you're like, I mean, I guess it's Fire Emblem like, maybe.
I don't know. This is a bit much to calling Fire Emblem light. This is because I mean, again, Advance Wars also exists. We can say Advance Wars S2.
Advance Wars is good,
but like,
though.
This is such generic take on it, though, on Fire Emblem and Advance Wars style. If you remove the blue and red square tiles that they use to emphasize movement and attack area, I would just say it's just a generic game.
Mm-hmm.
Because the blue and red is kind of a bit more commonplace of Fire Emblem as well, and Advance Wars. To the point that I'd say if you just kind of take that element out, yeah, you can tend to say it's generic in general, just turn-based, whatever. This isn't too weird. There are other games like this. Fucking, what's the other one? I think Luminous Arc. It's fucking, I don't know how that pulled out of my brain somehow, but still.
I think Luminous Arc was a little different, but I see where you're going.
Yeah, but it had more going for it. Yeah, but you could see some differences there. But no, this is just that. They just tried to copy it too. Mm-hmm. But inferiorly, and charge $30 for it.
And charge $30 for it.
Yeah. That's probably a publishing requirement still. It's what it is.
I have no fucking health.
Let him die. Let him leave this fucking mortal coil of this trapped realm he's in.
There isn't even an animation for me taking my health. Like, it just ends and then it plays while my level ends. Okay, there go my shields. I'm gonna get my ass kicked. Here they come. You arranged boy
trotting in. Look at that trot animation they come to.
Right.
Just howdy dowdy.
Oh, he missed. So the game told me earlier that there was counters in this game. I have yet to see a fucking counter.
Maybe it's an ability.
Maybe it's an ability.
Or maybe this game is just a hot piece of ass.
All right, so fire jab is a ranged
I don't like the
attack.
good kind either. Like,
what does this look like?
You ate nothing but hot sauce and hot Cheetos, kind of hot ass.
All right, so that had an inkling of being good. That was probably one of the first ones they made. That was probably the one that got the most attention.
Earth Thorns, yeah,
It's not gonna kill him, and it's gonna miss, isn't it? No, it hit him.
Did it hit? Did only partial damage and stuff, yeah.
Damage. He's weak to wind, but nobody we know has wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna run.
Oh gosh. Also, they had about how long to beat? About 10 hours, 10 and a half hours.
That's really short.
Yeah.
That's implying you read the story.
There was only about 3 people who said they beat it, so I wouldn't say there's a lot of people there. Maybe 1 or 3 people, either way. So I don't think this is exactly the classic speedrunner game people play and pick up all the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is implying that people took the time to sit down and play it. I'm sure there was more than those 3 people that actually played and got to the end.
I'm certain
there was a journalist.
I'm certain there were a few people
for it.
who had no other games and played this one. All they could. I had a few games like that, where it's what you had, so you're like, fuck it, I'll play it. And you do, quite a bit. Whether or not it's that good. And it's sad fate, but it's what it is. And perhaps they found it again, like, you know what, I'm older now, I'm gonna record how long it took me to play this game. It took 10 and a half hours. That's it.
Water satchel. That's energy and then noodles. Alright, Bolin. Fucking eat up, you fat fuck.
Man, I had some old games like that too, no doubt I had played. Thankfully, some of them were good, like Twilight Princess. I probably played Twilight Princess like 5 times and beat it on different systems through sometimes.
I should probably go back and play through Twilight Princess. I haven't touched it in a long time.
Have you beaten it before?
Oh, I've beaten it before. I've beaten most of the 3D Zeldas. It's the 2D ones that I haven't actually gotten my hands around finishing myself, which is a bit of a shame because I love a lot of those 2D ones. I've seen the endings of them, but I've never gotten to the end myself.
I remember one of the biggest ones I beat after like who knows how long many years when I was younger was I think Link to the Past. The advanced ones or whatever. That was a wonder I beat. I'm surprised they beat that one, honestly enough. Young kid me fucking somehow beating that. I did beat, what was it? Awakening at one point, before the remake and stuff like that.
I never got to beat that one on my original Game Boy cartridge. I still have it somewhere. I beat it with my 3DS version.
Yeah, okay. That's fun. That's a good one.
I never got to beat the Oracle games. I really, really want to. One of those days, I'll play through them again.
I mean, it was basically like the same thing in Awakening, right? Made in that same time frame and same style.
Yeah, they were all three were made by all three were made by Capcom. So
okay, yeah, they're good.
They were the same portable versions of what would effectively be A Link to the Past. They were solid. The Oracle games.
Yeah, no, they were
so
fun.
good.
I don't think I ever beat the old games or played much of them, but I did enjoy Awakening in general. But the old games, I think they played once or twice, and that was it. I say fuck it. Just keep going.
The enemy AI is running in circles, and I don't know why. And I don't know if
they're trying to find a way out.
Get everybody out or just Korra, but
the longer we play this game, the more they learn.
The more they learn.
We're seeing in the beginning phases now. Through a neural net processor, learning computer.
All right, are they coming forward now? I fucking forgot about you. Yeah, I think they're coming forward.
Yeah,
now.
they're coming now. They found a route. Took them a while, but they found a route.
Oh, I'm in range of him. And he missed. Fuck you.
Missed. There you go.
All right, Korra.
God, I had some old DS games too that I absolutely adored for no reason. I'll have to go. I can't remember the names though. I don't know if I have any more still. I have to look. Was it like Blue Ocean? No. Fuck, what was it called?
Fucking one of these days, I gotta show you and Kev fucking Blue Dragon.
Yeah, you mentioned that a few times now.
Blue Dragon is a treat, dude.
Fuck, what was the game? Now I'm all up on that game. It's like a DS. I know you didn't play it. Well, you played some DS games, right? I don't know how many you played.
A bit, yeah. I was one of those degenerates that had an R4, so.
Okay.
I will admit that here.
That's fine.
That did indeed hit me.
All right, well, that's not gonna get me I like a DS Blue Ocean. I get a shipping company. Was it Lost in the Blue? Fuck, maybe there was. Let me see. DS game.
Speaking of blues and oceans, have you ever played the Star Ocean games?
No. It was Lost in the Blue. Fuck. That was a weird game that I had that I absolutely enjoyed. That I played quite a bit, more than it probably, well, I would say deserving, but it was actually pretty fun.
Oh, yeah?
Fuck. I know, I've not played Star Ocean games. RPGs, right?
Yeah. They're interesting games. There's one on Steam, which is the HD remake of the... Oh, I forgot about the G-blockers. Oh, I think Monko's
he's almost dead. Oh, no.
Is this a game over? Is this a failed state?
If it's game over, we're done.
He's dead.
That's what happens.
Monko fainted.
Fainted. Oh, no, who cares?
It's not game over, but it definitely killed that sound chip.
Yeah, let him die. Let's continue on past that Monko corpse is fucking rots over there.
Monko was a budget Zuko anyway. It's fine.
Yeah,
God, I've got no movement whatsoever.
It's really bad. There's no variety whatsoever. They could have made this a platformer.
They could have made this a platformer. They could have did literally anything with this game. Oh, okay,
true.
Just attack
two walls,
me
yeah, no,
from
pretty far.
3 fucking tiles away.
Yeah, no, it's pretty ridiculous, isn't it? Balancing.
There's an advanced level, and I think it just ups their damage output. All right, I don't
think you're making it unless you can heal somehow.
We have healing items. It's not a caravan of healing items. It's each individual person has their own healing items.
Been about, what, 15 minutes since I started the level?
Yep.
I think. Yeah, that's about right.
I don't exactly want to continue.
Yeah?
We'll see where this ends up.
You're telling
in the
me?
next 2 turns. I wanted to finish this, but I don't think we're going to finish this. It's just fucking... Everyone moves and I can't skip their turns, and
so I mentioned I play some phone games, stuff like that, gotchas, whatnot, and grinding the games like that. Now I don't care for grind too much either. It's kind of annoying. RPGs in general, that's why I don't play them too often. But thankfully, in most mobile gacha games, they've eased the grind enough that you don't have to put in a lot of your focus. You can kind of mindlessly do your thing, right? That's kind of the glory of it. You have your phone game or you do anything else, because they literally require like 5% of your focus power, and the rest goes somewhere else.
Yes.
The problem comes into play when you have to actually tap the phone, meaning you can't do something that depending on how the grinding works, you have to input it on the phone. So like FGO requires a bit of focus, let's say 5%, but also requires consistent tapping.
In that one.
There's no auto battle, so it requires consistent tapping. So it's not a great grind game to do while you do other stuff. Toho, pretty great overall, because it's got an auto battle system, and it's to refight a battle, you just tap a button at the end of the game or at the end of the round. You say, "Fight again" or "Replay battle," or whatever. That's fine. Easy does it. It's nice to have those kind of games. What sucks right now, though, for this game, it's just the amount of movement you have to consistently do. But there is no brain power here.
There is no brain power. There is nothing here.
It's just this. It's just the movement of you whacking things away and moving forward.
And I've got.
But you can't stop playing though, because it's just gonna take time up at the end of it. You have to do something. You have to move forward. You have to fight. There's no downtime because you only have 2 units. But there's no brain power.
There's
no action. There's nothing.
And my movement is like 4 tiles, and that's it.
And this guy's creeping up on you with his unlimited rate into it works.
This looks terrible too.
Oh,
Bolin's dead.
He's dead. I don't know if you're gonna make it out of there.
I don't think I'm gonna make it out of this. But
pretty harrowing experience right now.
We're gonna try. Look, fucking why is it only 4 tiles?
They could have done a lot, but they didn't.
And I gotta wait for these
assholes. It look like you. Yeah.
Why are you moving him?
So you gotta watch them move, but then you also have to just wait for the guy to just strike you from 10 feet away.
And there's no counters that I have. I think I have to learn the ability to counter.
Critical hit, dude. What a slow death to this dying chip as well.
Oh yeah, I think that's death right there.
What a fitting end to this.
Yeah.
Defeat.
Is there a proper game over screen? What's it look like? This sounds fucking awful. Alright, well. That's Legend of Korra.
Yeah.
It's fucking awful.